Claire, it's me. Naomi, you're alive. Yes, I can't believe it myself, but I'm alive and better than ever. Oh my gosh, Naomi, you actually woke up from your coma? I can't believe this. The doctor even confirmed that the chance of recovery was extremely low. You were asleep for 5 years, Naomi. Almost everyone gave up and didn't think you'd be able to make it. I know. It's a miracle. I know this is a lot to ask, especially when I just woke up from a coma, but could you just keep it between you and me for now? I can't answer any questions right now, but I need you to promise me that you won't tell anyone about this. What do you mean? Everyone will be so happy to hear this news. I have to let our families know. No, Claire, you have to listen to me. I know this is weird, but you can't tell anyone about this, including my husband and the rest of our families. You're the only one I've contacted, so I really need you to listen to me. Please? What? Why? What's going on? Are you in trouble? I can't answer that right now. Listen, I need you to come to Maplewood Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, located in Seattle, Washington. Again, you cannot tell anyone where you're going. Seattle. Weren't you hospitalized at Bellevue? That's not important right now. I promise I'll tell you everything once you get here, but I need to know I can trust you. Naomi, of course you can trust me. I'll head out right now. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys are finally getting married. I'm so happy to have you as a new family member. We're so lucky to have you. You're so young. I wish I was as young as you. I know you're seeing a lot of new faces and I don't want to sound forceful, but I really want us to be friends. I don't want this to sound weird, but I've always wanted a younger sister to go shopping with. We can travel together and share little secrets. I know a few fancy restaurants that we can go to together. Really? That sounds so exciting. And I really appreciate this too. I was worried that I wouldn't be accepted into this family, to be honest. Thanks to you, though, I'm feeling a lot better. Glad to hear it. I'll see you later then. Take care. Yes. See you and have a nice day.
We're getting married tomorrow. Can you believe it? I'm so nervous. How about you?
Are you kidding me? Of course I'm freaking out. By the way, Naomi reached out to me a little while ago. She is a lovely person and we've become really good friends. It's like we've known each other all along.
Oh, Naomi reached out to you herself? When did that happen?
She asked for my number when we met each other for the first time. She knew I was freaking out and offered some advice, like how a life coach would.
She's a really wonderful person. When I first met her, I could instantly tell that she was a very kind and generous person. Honestly, she's too good for my brother. I have no idea why she decided to marry a guy like him. But anyways, it's great that you two get along. The fact that she reached out to you first is really amazing.
We already made plans. She's gonna take me to a new cafe down the street after I return from our honeymoon. Speaking of which, I can't believe our wedding is tomorrow. This must be a dream. We're gonna be living in the same house and see each other every day and night. When I wake up every morning, you'll be right there next to me.
I'm so happy for us. We've come a long way, but we made it. We're gonna take a lot of pictures tomorrow, and you'll be the most beautiful princess. Okay, tomorrow is our big day, meaning we need to get to bed right now unless we want to be late to our own wedding.
You're right. We need to go to bed. Sweet dreams, babe. I love you.
Love you too, always. Claire, it's me. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. I really didn't want to deliver the news myself because I know how close you are with Naomi, but I also can't keep it a secret forever, so here I go.
Go ahead, please, I'm listening.
Well, based on your reaction, I'm assuming that no one has told you yet. And Halen is at work, so he probably doesn't know yet.
No, I didn't get any calls or texts from him today. Did something happen to Naomi? Is she ill?
Naomi was severely injured in a car accident this afternoon. She was taken to the nearby hospital immediately, but the doctors are telling me that she'll have to live as a vegetable for the rest of her life. That's it. That is, even if she is lucky at all. No one can say for sure how her body will handle it. She's in a coma right now, but I'm just glad that she's alive. Her chance of waking up is pretty low, but at least she's breathing.
A car accident? How could this happen? Why did this happen to Naomi? We were on the phone yesterday and she sounded perfectly fine. It hasn't even been 24 hours and she's just gone like that?
Well, she's still with us, but it's not looking good, I'm afraid. I got a call from one of the doctors when I was at work. I'm still trying to process this situation, but since it was an accident, it was unexpected. I know you were very close to her. She thought of you as a younger sister and loved you very much. I didn't want to hide it from you and felt that you had the right to know.
Where is she right now? I need to visit her and see it for myself.
She was taken to the ICU after her surgery and will be staying there until she shows signs of stability. They're not accepting visitors at the moment due to her condition. I'm the only one who can see her as her husband. A few other people can visit, but it's limited and her parents are on their way right now. You probably can't see her even if you came here. You shouldn't come all the way here. You should just stay at home and rest. Maybe sometime later when things improve, you can come. I'll also do my best and let you know if there is any news on her condition. For now, please just pray for her and take care of yourself too, okay?
I wish I could be there for her and help you out. Please keep me posted and let me visit her as soon as visitors are allowed.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. I need to go see her now, so I'll talk to you later.
I heard the news from Erin just now. How's Naomi doing? Did you get to visit her today? Erin didn't tell me where she was hospitalized yet, and I heard they're not accepting more than 2 visitors at this time. I tried to get a hold of Erin for the past few days, but he wouldn't answer. I'm sure he has his hands full with all of this, so I thought you'd know. You think I would know? And also, you can't just randomly text me at this hour. Just ask Erin. And if he doesn't respond, it means he's busy and is unable to check his phone. You need to accept that some people have things to do and will not be looking at their phones all day like you. Oh, I didn't mean to sound rude or anything. I was just so worried about Naomi and no one would tell me or bring me any news about her. I still don't know which hospital she's staying at. Even if visitors are not allowed at the moment, I just want to know and see if I can help with anything. She is a freaking vegetable. Do you know what that means? There is no point in you coming to the hospital. So what do you mean you want to help? Knowing you just hold her hand and cry your eyes out, annoying everyone around you. Crying is pointless at this stage. It would just make you look stupid when everyone else knows that she won't wake up. Well, I still want to hold her hand and talk to her. I know she can't hear me, but who knows? I believe in miracles, and there have been so many cases where a person who was in a vegetative state suddenly woke up. What confuses me is that you don't sound concerned at all. You've known her for several years, so how can you be so cold like this? Do you even care what happens to Naomi? You're too emotional, and all you do is bother my son with meaningless texts and calls. FYI, it's technically her fault for not watching where she was going. If she had been smarter and more careful, this would not have happened and my son wouldn't struggle like this. We're all trying to figure it out, so you need to mind your own business and stay out. I'm sure Naomi is fighting for her life too. She's doing the best she can, and Erin and I are also taking turns to look after her. I understand. I'm sorry for lashing out at you like that. I was just so frustrated with myself and I took it out on other people. It won't happen again. Naomi, so what you're saying is that you need me to sneak into Erin's room and find some kind of legal documents that are associated with your accident. You have a feeling that the accident 5 years ago was in fact not an accident, and that's why you want to look into it in secret. It's likely that Erin has something that might help you track it down, but you can't go because you're hiding from him. That's correct. It's been 5 years, but I'm not suffering from any loss of memory, and I remember it pretty clearly. I was driving just like the others around me at a normal speed. Everything was normal that day, and there weren't any cars that looked suspicious. But it's so strange how there weren't any traffic cameras at the location of the accident when all the other avenues have at least 1 or 2. And then a random car just started speeding as soon as it saw me and crashed into me. The driver made eye contact with me, and that's when he started speeding up. It was like he deliberately caused the crash after seeing me, you know what I mean? And this is just the beginning. Why wouldn't anybody tell you where I was hospitalized at?
Oh yes, and they'd repeatedly say that they're handling it well and I shouldn't come near you for various reasons that were also not explained to me.
Uh-huh. And I haven't told this to anyone yet, but on the day before the accident, they were making phone calls to multiple insurance companies. I didn't get to hear any of the calls because they were whispering amongst themselves when I was in the kitchen. Some people might say I'm paranoid or delusional, but my gut tells me that something is off.
No, it doesn't add up. I don't think this is paranoia by any means. You have a reason to be suspicious of them.
Maybe I'm delusional though, but that's still not going to stop me from looking into this. I deserve to know the truth, and I'm confident that the car accident was actually not an accident.
I support you all the way.
Wait, even if you successfully make it into his room, his computer has a passcode, doesn't it?
Oh, don't worry about that part. I got you. I used to work as an online security officer before marriage.
Oh really? How come you never told me that?
It's relatively easy to hack into a personal computer. Leave that up to me. I'll get back to you as soon as I find anything suspicious.
I appreciate it, but stay safe. Your safety should be your priority, so if you think you'll be caught, then you just give up.
No, I'll definitely return with evidence. We both deserve to know what was actually going on.
I still feel so bad for asking you to do this. I'm just so scared that you're being forced into something you don't want to do.
What are you talking about? I offered to do this myself. If I really didn't feel like it, I would have refused from the beginning.
I'm so relieved that I have at least one person I can trust. I never wanted this to happen to us. I can't believe I dragged you into this.
Don't be ridiculous. We're sisters, remember? Don't tell me you forgot about it while you were in a coma.
That's something I would never forget, sis.
Right, so you don't have to apologize. We're sisters who support each other and help each other no matter what. That never changed. So stop being so harsh on yourself and focus on your recovery.
Thank you for saying that. I really needed that. You're the only one I can trust right now.
Just stay where you are and try to find a safer place. Meanwhile, I'll do what you asked me to do and help you as much as I can.
Okay, I should stay strong. Be safe, all right? You have to promise me that you won't do anything too dangerous.
I promise. Oh my god, I think I found something.
Oh, let me take a look. This looks very suspicious indeed.
You were right, Naomi. Everything you said was right. Your husband had planned to kill you for a long time. This may be more serious than we thought.
I knew it! He has my daily schedule written out in detail in this file. The time I leave the house, my typical driving route, the exact location of each traffic camera, etc. He knew it all. It must have been so easy for him to carry it out.
Wasn't there a moment when you noticed anything odd in his behavior? Like maybe he was watching you too closely, or he was asking unnecessary questions about your daily routine. Something like that?
No, I never noticed a thing. How could I have been so naive? I probably trusted him too much to the point where I just ignored the red flags, even though there were.
How could a human do this? He is a total psychopath.
I know, right? I can't read this further.
I have no clue what's going on. You two are married. You love each other. Isn't that why you got married in the first place? If you don't love someone after getting married, then get a divorce and call it done. You don't have to try to kill that person.
Why would he go this far to get rid of me? It would break my heart if I heard him say he didn't love me anymore like he used to, but I would have let him go anyways. It's not like I'd want to live with a man who doesn't have any feelings for me either. I'm not that desperate.
Exactly. What pisses me off even more is that Sandra knew about this all along.
Oh, maybe they planned it together. There's no way a single person could have committed such a serious crime alone.
I knew there was something wrong with her too. She was acting really weird after that accident too.
I can see it happening. Growing up, Aaron was her favorite, not only because he's the first son in the family, but he was also just a very smart kid.
I noticed that too.
I'm certain that she was part of this whole thing. There's no way Aaron acted alone. He's clever, but he would have needed help for sure.
It was probably Aaron's idea at first, but Sandra also joined to support her son. There's no doubt about that. Tell me what I can do for you. Do we call the police right away? Should I try to gather more evidence?
I haven't figured out that part yet, but now it's confirmed that Aaron and Sandra were secretly planning to kill me for whatever reason. I cannot just sit here and hide in fear. I'm definitely going to do something about it and let them know that I'm alive and well.
Yes, and seeing you alive is the last thing they want.
They'll pay for this. To do that, I'll need your help though.
Of course, we're in this together. I want you to know that you're not alone in this. Let's think about how we can confront them.
Hey, hun, it's me. It's been a while. I missed you so much. How have you been? I just want to see you right now.
Is it really you, Naomi? You woke up from your coma? If this is a prank, this is not funny.
No, it's me. It's your wife. No one, not even the doctors, thought that I would recover.
Oh, wow. That's great. This is amazing.
It's a miracle. It's all thanks to your care and prayers. God generously allowed me to stay by my beloved husband. I'm so lucky to be with you once again. I can't wait to see you. I love you and thank you for being there for me.
Yup, totally. I also missed you.
That's it? You missed me and what? Come on, I woke up after 5 years. This doesn't happen very often.
No, of course I'm glad that you recovered. Like you said, this is a miracle. More than a miracle.
But you're acting weird.
Well, it's just that I never imagined this day would come. You suffered from a severe brain injury, so yeah. But don't get me wrong, this is so wonderful to hear.
I'm glad that you feel that way. I also have something to ask you. What do you think about your secret master plan that I found on your computer?
Where did that come from? I have no idea what you're getting at.
Are you asking me how I know that you were trying to kill me? You made it so obvious that even an idiot would have noticed something was off.
No, I didn't do anything.
Let's go back to the day before the accident. You were saying something about my life insurance on the phone for hours and hours. Then you'd lock yourself in a room when I try to ask you about it.
I just had to check something about the bill.
I'm not done. Every nurse I've talked to literally told me that you showed up like 10 times max. Everyone at the hospital found it strange and asked me about it when I woke up.
Calm down, Naomi. I can explain.
I get it that you hate me and want me out of your sight, but you're legally my husband and my guardian. If you don't show up at all, of course people will raise questions. You didn't think about it that way, did you? You managed to kill me, but you didn't have a second plan afterwards. Too bad for you, I survived.
No. You're mistaken. I will explain everything from the beginning.
I don't need any excuses from a criminal. And you're totally stupid if you expect me to believe you and fall for your lies. I won't go easy on you. You ruined my life, so it's time for me to ruin yours. I'll see you in court, and that's when you can tell the jury what you were trying to do to me.
Court? What do you mean? Don't tell me you already contacted the police.
Why do you act so surprised? Of course I called the police. Did you think I'd just sit here and cry by myself? My husband, who I've been married to for a decade now, tried to kill me and cover it up as an accident. Do you realize what you did? I'm done. I don't have time for this BS right now. I'm blocking you.
I know it's you. Excuse me? You told Naomi what you saw on the computer, and now my son's about to get arrested. Do you know what you've done? You're the only one in our house who knows a lot about computers and technology. Don't try to lie to me. I know you did it. Oh, you figured it out by yourself. I'm impressed. I thought it would take you a few more days to realize that it was me who was helping Naomi. Well, you're not as clever as you think, and my precious Aaron is about to go to jail. Families have to stick up for each other in difficult times, but instead you stabbed us in the back and are laughing at us. Did you have to take it this far? I know Aaron has made some small mistakes in the past, but you didn't have to call the police. You should have come to us first and things would have ended it there. Why are you making a big deal out of it and sending him to prison? Why are you upset? You're not the one who had the brain injury and stayed in a coma for half a decade. You don't have a right to tell me what to do here. If there was something that I did that pissed you off, take your anger out on me, but don't drag my innocent son into the mess. This is not about who's angry at who. I just cannot understand why you and Aaron would do such a horrible thing to Naomi. What did she ever do to you? She was nothing but an angel to us. Even you were harsh on her. She never took it personally and apologized. You, out of all people, cannot do this to her. Well, there are some things that need to stay between two people, and I'm saying that there's no need for you to be involved, only to make things worse than they are. Come on, it doesn't matter who's involved. In the end, if you commit a crime, you'll be sent to jail. That's the law. Attempted murder is a serious crime. He knew that, yet he did it anyways, and now he has to accept the reality. How could you live at peace when you literally tried to end someone's life? Besides, you shouldn't blame me for going through his computer. If he had deleted all of his files, then we might have struggled a bit. But as you can see, we didn't have to do much ourselves. He dug his own grave. How can you say that to me? I was so good to you, and all you do is mock me when my son is about to get arrested. You won't get away with this. Do you really mean what you said just now? That you were good to me? I never brought this up in front of you because I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but we barely interacted with each other at all. I cannot believe what you're saying. Well, that doesn't mean I was horrible to you either. You need to give me some credit for that. Also, to put it out there, you act so cold toward my husband when he is your son too. I sometimes forget that you had two sons because of how you act towards Halen. I can go on, but I'll just end it here. The police know the whole story already, which means you are a part of this too. Aaron is definitely going to jail, but there is a chance that you will go with him as well. We'll see how it goes when it's time. Just to give you a heads up, we know that you were directly involved in the crime by trying to burn Naomi's clothes that she wore on the day of the accident. Concealing and/or tampering with evidence is what it's called, if I remember it correctly. What? I never did that. I don't remember anything because it's been a long time since it happened. Yeah, sure. You'll be standing next to your son you love so much when you're asked to speak in front of the judge. You'll have a chance to speak, so save it up for that time. I've said what I wanted to say, so I'm going to block you, and I hope we never have to speak to each other again.
It's me, Claire. Please, just read my text.
What do you want?
I'm very sorry for everything that happened. I never meant it. I never wanted things to be like this. I must have lost my mind and did something that I never would have done.
Really?
I lost all my money to gambling, and I was too afraid to own up to it. I know I should have been honest from the beginning, and things would have looked way different if I were honest.
You know Naomi. She would never criticize you. She's the type of person who believes in second chances. Everyone makes mistakes, and they should be given an opportunity to redeem themselves, you know?
Yes, Naomi is that kind of person, but I was so stressed out. I couldn't think properly. I acted without thinking, and by the time I had the time to reflect on my actions, it was too late. It was a mistake. Like you said, everyone deserves a second chance. So, could you please give me another chance too? I am a totally different person now, and I can prove it to you.
It was a mistake? Did I hear that correctly? Do you even know what I found on your computer? You had several folders and files neatly organized by date in order to track down Naomi's daily schedule.
No, that was for something else. That doesn't prove anything.
Are you sure?
Please, forgive me. I'll admit that I was the one who made the files, but it's true that I've changed. The trial starts in 2 days, and I'll be sentenced to at least 50 years in prison if you don't help me out here. Please, tell my wife that she should leave the past in the past and forgive me. What's been done is done, right? I can't just be stuck in jail for the rest of my life. This is unfair. I'd rather go to prison. Why is this happening to me?
You don't owe me an apology, Aaron. I'm not the one you need to speak to. You're just wasting your time if you think I need your apology. Think about who you really need to apologize to. Do you care one bit about your wife, Naomi, who was unconscious and hospitalized for 5 years because of you? She could have actually died, you know?
I already did. I apologized 1,000 times and she wouldn't even look at me. What do you want me to do? I've done everything I could, but it's not my fault that she's so angry at me. So that's why I'm asking you to tell her how sorry I am and how sincere I am. Can't you tell that I'm being genuine?
I'm starting to doubt whether you're actually being genuine or not.
My point is, she doesn't listen to me, but she'll listen to you. So if you just take 1 minute right now to message her, things will be back to normal.
Why should I do that for you? I get it now. You probably thought she'd die pretty soon and didn't think about the consequences that you'd face. The truth is, whether she died that day or not, you would have been caught and arrested someday.
Can you just help me out here?
If you think I'm going to defend you on your behalf, you're in no luck, because that's never going to happen. It's time to face the harsh reality and learn what happens if you try to murder someone for your own selfish reasons. People like you should never be out in this society. The only option you have now is to continue to ask for her forgiveness. But then I doubt she will care, so whatever. Hi, how are you? Have you been feeling better lately?
My body's not what it used to be after all. When I woke up, I was just so busy trying to hunt him down. Now that things are settling down, I'm noticing that those 5 years have really changed me, both physically and mentally.
Oh no, how bad is it?
I can't walk more than 10 minutes without taking a break. I know it sounds pretty bad right now, but I'm confident that I can go back to my old self in no time if I put in the work.
Of course. We're all here for you. We're just so glad that you're alive. It'll take some time, but you're a strong woman. You just need to believe in yourself and those around you.
I do believe in myself, and it means a lot to me to hear that there are people who support me and truly care about me.
Oh, and I wanted to let you know that the jury reached a guilty verdict, but we all knew that was going to happen. The thing is, Aaron was sentenced to 7 years in prison, while it was 6 months in prison for Sandra. I am a bit disappointed by the result. I was hoping that both of them would just spend the rest of their lives in prison, but we all knew that wouldn't happen.
Still, I was also hoping for longer sentences, especially for Aaron.
You wasted and suffered for 5 years. The fact that that's only worth 7 years in prison is ridiculous to me. They should just rot in prison and never see sunlight ever again. Oh, I'm so frustrated.
Oh, I'm just glad that it's over at last. It's a relief that I won't have to see them again. That's all I care about. You're right that they deserve more years in prison, but it's the law. I'm sure the jury did the right thing.
How can you be so calm in this situation?
At least they didn't run away, and the evidence we gathered was extremely helpful. The trial could have been a disaster if they tried to deny their actions or even worse, accuse me of making this up. Imagine that.
You're right, but I can't help it. I would have done anything to make them stay in prison as long as possible.
Oh, please, let it go, and let's talk about something else. We're lucky that we were able to prove that they were guilty.
True. You will file for divorce, right? My husband is also cutting ties with his family after discovering what happened. He was so shocked and then furious when he found out about the truth. He didn't receive proper love and care from his mom growing up, so he doesn't seem to be bothered by it, though.
Oh, because Sandra only loves one of her 2 children, which is Aaron.
Exactly.
As for the divorce, I should get that taken care of ASAP. I don't want to live as a criminal's wife, plus he tried to kill me. Why would I want to stay married to a person who wanted to end my life?
If you need help with anything, let me know.
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to be spending the next few weeks focusing on my recovery. I'd like to focus on the bright side, and I have to move on from the past. I can't keep complaining about what already happened. The future is what's important to me, not the past.
I wish I could be positive like you. I have a lot to learn from you. You're very optimistic and can make people smile even when you're going through a hard time. I promise I'll support you every step of your journey.
And I'm very lucky to have a sister like you.
No, I'm the one who's lucky to have you as a sister.
I meant it when I said I wanted to be your sister. We have a long way ahead of us and we'll continue to support each other as always.
When Erin tried to attempt to kill Naomi by hiring a person to cause a car accident, she almost died and was in a vegetative state for 5 whole years. However, his plan failed when she miraculously woke up from her coma one day, shocking everyone, including the doctors and nurses. I was easily able to hack into Erin's computer as I used to work as an online security officer. There were several folders and files that all indicated that he was planning to kill his wife all along. To be completely honest about it, I couldn't believe what I saw at first. He would go that far for some insurance money? Who knew? I just thought of it that way.
House to live in soon, you'll end up living 6 feet underground. And if something like that happens to you, even I might feel a little sad about our past.
I feel like you're the one that I should be feeling sad for. It's been over 5 years now since you decided to stop talking to me. What made you think today was a good day to show your face again? Don't tell me that you're gonna start asking me for money.
Don't act so upset about me texting you. It's that kind of crappy attitude that made your ex leave you for me. Oh, that's right. He didn't just take me over you, but he also took his house after leaving you. I almost forgot about that one important fact. Happy 5 years of being homeless. I hope it's been fun for you so far.
Excuse me?
The whole reason I decided to text you today is because I just saw you wandering around in the park. I was worried about what you were doing, so stop giving me this cold attitude and start thanking me for my thoughtfulness. I was also worried that you might be lonely with that small cup of cheap coffee you had in your hand. But I guess you've gotten used to being alone with no one ever wondering how you're doing.
I see. So you caught a glimpse of me today at the park, huh? I would have never noticed someone like you, though, had I seen you.
There was no way you would have seen me anyway. Because from where I'm at, I can look down and see everyone at that park and across town.
Huh? You were looking down at me?
You know how there's that really luxurious apartment tower down towards the south side of the park? At the moment, that's where Greg and I are living. We're actually on the 29th floor and have 5 bedrooms in here.
Really? Then whatever happened to the house I was tossed out from 5 years ago? You both kicked me out so that you could make it into your little love nest, right? That's what Greg told me as he was yelling at me for never being good enough for him.
Well, right after we threw you out, we decided to just sell that place. Greg said that living there reminded him of your old, withering body, and that everything he did there started to feel all depressing. He couldn't even enjoy loving me because of all the memories he kept having of how awful of a wife you were.
You do realize that you're the one living with his old and withering body now, right? And that it's his fault that he has those memories now? And what was the point of kicking me out if you were both just gonna sell it anyways? Couldn't you tell that things after what you both did to me were already bad enough? You could have at least left that place for me.
I never really thought about you after learning that Greg loved me more than you. It would have been unhealthy to continue wondering how you felt back then. And now that I get to live in this beautiful tower, I don't really mind the thought of tossing you out onto the street. Maybe now I'll become interested in you again since I can see you from all the way up here all the time.
Huh?
Watching people from above has become my new hobby over the last couple of weeks. It reminds me that I'm just so much better than the rest of you down there. I also enjoy seeing poor families trying to live with what little they have, and the rush of everyone that can't afford a taxi or a car of their own to get to work. But now that I know you're down there too, I'm just so excited to see where you'll end up next. Heck, when I first spotted you, I laughed so hard that I almost vomited.
That's a pretty cruddy hobby if you ask me. Stealing your sister's husband from her as well as looking down on everyone from above. It all just makes so much sense considering how horrible of a character you are.
And it makes so much sense that you'd still be homeless after 5 years. Hold on. I have a great idea. Why not just make yourself a cardboard house to live in while you're staying at that park? If you do that, I can keep a good eye on you from up here every day. It'll be so much fun for the both of us.
What?
I can even start working on an autobiography for you, writing about what happens to you starting today until the day you die.
I'd watch yourself acting all high and mighty like this, especially when you're acting like that towards me. I already have a place of my own to go home to anyways. I just came to the park today during a small break that I had from work, hence the coffee I was drinking.
You don't have to try and lie to show off to me. I can tell just by the aura that you give that you're still homeless and without a job.
So then no matter what I tell you, you're just going to continue to believe that I'm homeless.
If you take a look down the alley that runs beside this tower apartment building, there's a whole bunch of cardboard you can use. And don't feel like you have to hold back. You can take as much as you need to make your little box house.
Yo, Jan. I heard that today you were wandering around near our apartment building, right? And told me all about how she was watching you in the park.
I was just taking a break from my job in that park. But I guess I'll find a different park to go to from now on if it'll make you happy. Anyways, you and Anne continue enjoying your guy's life in that nice tower.
Wait. I've been looking all over for you for a while now. If you're still in the area, I'd like to catch up with you again.
Huh? Why do you want to meet it with me again after all these years? Also, what do you mean you've been looking all over for me?
I'm the one that's wanting to ask you all sorts of questions. I'm wondering if you're trying to take your revenge on me right now. I want you to stop messing with me right now. I'll do anything you ask as long as you promise to quit doing whatever you're doing.
What are you even talking about?
Oh, don't try and play innocent with me. Right now, all of my customers are coming back to me, telling me that they're going to stop working with my company. And when I looked up where they're all going to do business with next, they're all going to the same damn company. And when I read up more on that new company, the leader of that place was you.
Wow, you really did do your research, huh? I thought that after you threw me out of the house for my little sister, you'd fully stopped realizing that I existed.
When I first saw that the leader of the company had your name, I just assumed it was someone else. But when I realized that all of my former customers kept going there, I knew it had to be you doing this, all as revenge. You've been taking all of the customers that are under my division, and that's it. That's when I really knew that it couldn't be anyone else but you. What have you friggin' done? What did you say to all of my customers? And before you answer that, how did you become the leader of a company like that?
I actually didn't do anything in particular. I just realized that after being thrown out by you and losing my house, that I had to find a way to get back on track. That's when I thought it'd be a great idea to go into the same career as you, design, and use that to find a nice job. From there, I found a position here, and before I knew it, I was able to buy the company outright. That's all.
What? You bought the very company that hired you?
It sounded like the previous owner was looking for someone to take the reins after he retired, just as I was starting to get used to the company. He originally wanted to give the company to his son, but then a few things happened that sort of stopped him from getting it. When I'd heard about that, a thought popped into my head saying that maybe I should take over the company.
And that thought was in part made as a way for you to get revenge on your ex, right?
Not as a way of revenge, but more as a way of showing my strength to those around me. You're just upset because you used to always treat me like trash, and now things are going the other way. I remember you guys saying to me that I was only good for getting chores done around the house. So after the divorce, I chose this path as a way of showing you and Anne that I could do more than just be a housewife. If anything, you only lost these customers of yours due to your own mistakes, right?
Oh, shut the hell up. So, in other words, this is your revenge. Because of you, I'm now gonna have to find a way to bring all of this up with my boss. I'll become the laughing stock of the office, and soon I'll lose any chance of getting a promotion.
Oh, no. Well, that's what you deserve, I guess.
I'm sorry for what I did 5 years ago. I get that you want to take revenge on me for how I treated you back then, but you shouldn't bring my company into this. I'm asking you to please stop stealing all of my customers away from my company.
If I don't do what you ask, are you going to try and steal them all back? You shouldn't have a problem getting them back. After all, I'm just a housewife and you're a well-regarded company man. You shouldn't even break a sweat getting them all to go back to you.
Huh?
I'm starting to remember everything you said to me back when you first divorced me. These are all the things you said back when you kicked me out of my house, right? If I don't let you live here, are you going to try and steal the house from me? That's what I recall hearing from you.
I said something like that to you?
Yes, you said that to me while holding Anna tight in your arms. Then you pushed me out the front door as I sat on my knees crying for you to not do that to me. Everything that happened that day is all coming back to me in detail.
Well...
So, are we done here? I just started my work here as the leader, so I have a bunch of things that I need to get back to.
Wait, please. I really didn't mean to say all of that back then. And right now, you are gonna ruin my life with what you're doing. There is a position that is about to open up above me. If you take all of my customers, then I'll never be able to get promoted. I bet my boss is already starting to wonder about what's happening.
Then good luck trying to steal all of those different customers back from me, okay? The person you're fighting is only a simple housewife, after all. You should have more than enough power to get those other companies to come back and trade with you.
Hey, John, listen. I have now just become one of the luckiest girls in the world. Not only am I living in one of the most luxurious tower apartments around, but now I'm also the wife of a company president, and I'm still living in one of the most luxurious tower apartments.
Company president? Did Greg become a company president?
That's right. Exactly right. Well, he wanted to be put into the position early on, and now he's finally made it. He was also talking about how there was talks of being promoted to a higher position, but he seems to have got moved up right to the top.
That is pretty crazy to hear.
That's what I expected from him. I was already so excited by being given the life of living in this apartment, but now that excitement has only grown even stronger. He is the best, most amazing husband.
Your older sister's ex-husband, though, right?
That doesn't mean crap. You never could find the right ways to make him turn into this amazing hunk of man that he is now. The only person in this world that could possibly be his wife is me.
What?
That's how men are. They have to have the right woman next to them in order to unlock their true abilities. When he had you, you could only get him as far as finding a stable job. But once he chose to be by my side, he was able to get past your simple office worker and become so much more. And before I even knew it, he became a company president. In other words, this is all because I'm the perfect wife.
Man, you must really be out of this world. You've become this crazy about him just because he became the company president.
Shouldn't everybody be as excited as I am to hear about this? I mean, the guy I stole from my sister turned out to have become so much more than he was before. If he keeps advancing like this, I'll never be able to calm down.
But pretty soon, the company is supposed to go bankrupt.
Wait, what?
Did you really think that he could just become a company president like that all of a sudden? I think the husband you might be helping to make is one that'll have zero money in a few months.
What? Bankrupt? What are you talking about, Jan? He just got promoted to this position. There's no way that his company would go bankrupt this fast.
You're his wife, yet you don't know a thing about what's going on. Your husband started out by losing a lot of the customers that he was trading with. And then soon after, the whole company started to lose all of their trading partners. You haven't heard a word about any of that?
What?
Because of him, you've been living such a wonderful life, right? You should have at least used his gift to you as a way of learning about what is really going on in his company. Then you would have understood why you were allowed to live in such a nice apartment.
Wait a sec. I still don't understand what you're talking about. He lost all of his customers. Well, his company lost all of their customers.
Yep. Pretty much all of the partners that used to work with his company ended up starting to make deals with other companies instead. Well, the company that they really started working with is my company, but...
Huh?
If you lose all of your customers, you can no longer make money, right? You're listening to the story about how Greg's company is going to go bankrupt.
What? Wait. The company that all of his customers started to move to is the company that you own? How can you have a company and be homeless? And how would you be able to find anyone to trade with you?
Could you please stop trying to convince yourself that I'm homeless? I told you before, I'm not homeless by any means. After getting divorced from Greg, I decided it was time to start a new life, a better life. So I did some studying and now run my own company after buying it.
What?
But you keep on saying that I give this aura of being homeless. Right now I run a successful company and I live in a pretty nice area. There shouldn't be any sort of homeless aura coming from me.
This can't be real. Wait. What is this? What's going on? I'm freaking out. I can't understand any of what is going on right now.
Calm down, Anne. Even if he's going to be losing his company soon, the little time he has of being company president must feel great for you, right?
It doesn't, though. He is barely a company president now. None of this should be happening.
But it is all happening.
You're not homeless at all. Instead, having a company of your own. And Greg now has his own company, but it'll all go away very soon. And the reason for that is because you took all of his customers away from him. This must mean that this is all a way for you to get your revenge on us. What the heck is happening?
It looks like you finally took all of this in. All at once, huh? But getting angry about it isn't going to change the fact that Greg will be broke soon.
This isn't possible. This isn't possible. This isn't possible. Going bankrupt this quickly just isn't freaking possible. How could any part of you stealing his customers away from him be okay? He should be able to find a way to fix this problem and keep his company afloat, right? He has me with him after all.
That's true. He does have you to support him. Having someone he can trust to help him must feel amazing.
We're not going to lose to someone like you. I don't get how someone that used to be homeless was able to get a company, but we'll be okay. My Greg is not only the perfect man, but he has the perfect wife right by his side that can help him fight back.
Please, Jen, please just stop all of this and let me have my trade deals back. If I can't find any partners soon, my company is gonna fail. The only thing I'll be able to do then is apply for bankruptcy.
Then maybe you should go on with doing just that. It's not my fault that you couldn't get them to come back to you.
Why not?
By the way, asking one of your rival companies to help you out by giving you back your customers is pretty sad. Did you think running a company would be easy? I think it's about time your company stops doing business now, but...
Oh, just shut up already. I never thought that I was going to be put into this position this quickly. I thought that one day I'd love to run a company from the top, but not right now. Now it'll only be a matter of days before I have no money to my name. The only thing I can do to try and save myself is to ask you to stop taking all of the customers.
But if I do that, then I'll start to lose business, right?
My company falling to shambles is all due to you. I heard that the other companies are starting to lose all of their deals to you as well. That's why my superiors left to go find another line of work. I was told that I could take the position now, and so I did without realizing that this company was already in bad shape from you. My boss even said before he left that I might have wanted to consider all of the outcomes before running the company, and now I see exactly what he meant. He knew that we were doomed the moment you started to steal those customers from me so easily.
Well, I'm sorry that you weren't strong enough to steal them all back. But you became the company president after all of the trade deals were lost, so it's not like the bankruptcy will be all your fault. If you'd like, I could use some of the leftover money my company has for this quarter and buy your company from you.
If you do that to me, I'll only start to look like an even bigger loser for taking responsibility for this. Oh, just please, give me some of those contracts back. If we split the amount of trades between us, I'll be able to bring this company back over time. Won't you give me the chance to redeem myself?
Have you forgotten that I'm the one you tossed out years ago for not being good enough for you? You think that after all I had to endure from you, I'd be okay with letting you get back up from this bankruptcy?
That's right. To you, this is your way of getting the revenge you've been wanting. And now is your chance to let me fail.
I get that you want to keep thinking of this as a way of me getting revenge for what you did to me, which it might just be. However, this is all just a part of doing business. So, let's agree to continue doing our best as business owners, okay?
You're right. I'll do what I can to survive this. Then, I know this is a little quick, but would you please purchase this company from me?
Oh.
You just said to me that you have enough money left over where you might be able to buy my company. So I'm saying that I want you to do that. This will help your company grow even stronger. Just give me enough money to make it out alive, and this company can be yours.
Are you trying to cause trouble now? Why the hell would I actually buy a company that is on the verge of collapse?
Then maybe you could rethink getting married to me again? I'll get rid of Anne, and then we can get back together.
What the?
I know that you've been trying to get payback, but if you're still thinking about me this much, then that must mean that you still want me, right? Oh, you still love me, so you went through all of the steps of becoming a strong and independent woman to show me that, right?
Maybe your company isn't the only thing that's about to die. I can't believe you'd suggest something like that.
But wait, please, don't throw me away. Once I lose this company, I have no idea what my life is going to become. I take everything I said to you 5 years ago back. So please help. Don't let me fall like this.
Trying to run crying towards me isn't going to change your outcome. But luckily, you still have that amazing wife of yours. Even when the two of you have to leave that tower apartment, you'll still have each other. You'll be able to work together to try and fix your lives.
Help me, Jan! The both of us. We're being asked to leave this apartment in the next few days because we can't pay the rent anymore. And just a few days ago, Greg lost the whole company and everything to the bank. And because of that, we'll lose our home as well. This is all your fault!
Hold on. So you won't be able to enjoy your hobby anymore.
Stop asking such obvious questions and help us! Jan, you're the leader of your company, right? You're the one that took all of Greg's customers and laughed about it, right? If you have all that money now, use it to help us in some way.
Really?
You must be living in a pretty large house right now, right? Once we pack all of our things, we're coming over there, so please tell me the address. Let us live with you.
You were pretty straightforward asking me a question like that, huh? Unfortunately, the answer is going to be no, though.
Why can't we stay with you? All because of you, Greg and I are about to become homeless.
5 years ago, I was also forced to become homeless because of you guys. You threw me onto the streets and didn't even give me any money to use. I've had to live life remembering that moment, sometimes even having panic attacks thinking that it could happen to me again. But now it's your guys' turn to live the life of a hobo.
Don't let this happen to us. That was all 5 years ago. You should be over it by now. But all you want is for us to feel your pain.
Maybe instead of complaining and crying, you should be looking for a new house to live in. Like you said, this year's winter is going to be terrible, right? If you don't find a nice warm house soon, you might just end up 6 feet under.
That's right.
Luckily, there's some cardboard in the alley next to your apartment building. You can use some of that to make yourselves a new house out of boxes.
I can't. How could someone like me, who's been living in a high-rise apartment, go on to living in cardboard? I will not. I don't want to live that dirty and scary life.
Then hurry up and start looking for a new house and job. 5 years ago, I only had myself to help me do all of that. But the good thing is that there are 2 of you. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. You are Greg's best wife ever, after all. So find a way to support him through this. After we'd messaged each other that day, it looks like Anne and Greg were able to move into a really old but cheap apartment together. The apartment had lots of cracked walls and leaking ceilings, so they still have to deal with all the cold wind and rain that comes in from time to time. Anne stayed at the apartment most of the time like she did before, and Greg went out to find himself a part-time job while he continued to try and find a new career. Surrounding companies knew about how Greg let his old company fall after becoming the president, and that left a bad reputation while he was searching. He eventually would give up and try to get Anne to look for a full-time job to support them, saying to her that he did his fair share, but she'd always reply back saying that she isn't cut out for work and wants him to get back to working a real job. They seem to still be fighting about work to this day, while only barely making enough money to keep them from freezing in this cold winter air. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to